Vanakkam. Okay, so right now in the background, I think I'm gonna speak loud because I can't really sort of hear myself, and I feel like I have to hear my voice enough. And this chocolate milk, that's why my lips are darker than usual. Not chocolate milk, it's mocha. I'm drinking mocha. I just, right after I woke up, I started drinking this because basically I have to wait for the dishwasher to friggin' go like friggin' 3 cycles where they shit in it and they shit on my fucking cutlery because they have no fucking life, okay? The cutlery and like spoons and dishware and shit. So I have to go and clean everything all over again because I'm not in the mood to eat shit right now, okay? I'm in the mood to eat actual food, okay? And I have to wash the fucking package of this in order to fucking eat it because I don't know where the fucking shit on this. Because Vijay Deverakonda and his stupid ass powers don't let me see the fucking shit anywhere. So I don't know where the fucking shit is. He's fucked up. His powers are fucked up. I'm making sure he's never having them again. Anyways, so I don't know if the pimps, around me and whatever, have been making noise or whatever, because I've been putting my earphones in, so I can't really hear them, which has been proven to be very blissful. And they're very agitated because I hope I can hear this, but you can't hear it, only because I'm speaking very loudly. I can't do this not brushing my teeth thing. It already feels weird. It's been a couple 2 days and I can't do it. I just can't. I need my teeth brushed. So get the fuck out of my life so I can brush my teeth. It's a priority here. That's more important to me than, that I need to brush these teeth, honey. These pearls need to be brushed. Your teeth are your pearls, okay, honey? I don't care how they look like. It does not matter. Your teeth are your teeth. And you take care of them the way you want to take care of them. Take care of your pearls, honey. Those things are the pearls in your mouth. Take care of them. For yourself. The way you want to. Not the way anyone else forces you to, or it's not especially your teeth, it's supposed to be for you, and so your teeth don't hurt, and so your teeth remain healthy so you can fucking eat, okay? Not because some other pimps or whatever evils are so insecure about themselves that they just want to put you down with their teeth. It's not about a social standard, it's about your health standard. It's about for you and you only, and so you eat for your family. Do you get what I'm saying? And you're able to, okay, I'm just glad that you'll be able to hear now. I just hope that the volume, because I want everybody to be able to watch this, but I understand that some people aren't able to listen to Appa's content. So, and I'm putting it in the background. My earphones are very loud. So, usually, even if I put my earphones in my ears, earbuds in my ears, people outside me can still hear it. But I've decreased the volume so that people don't hear it as much. So, I hope in the video, but I also don't want to hear them. So, I'm going to see how it goes. And I just also want to say, if you're able to hear Appa's content, though, I would really recommend you guys to watch or listen to any of Appa's content at all in the background. What I usually do is when I rewatch these videos, I don't know why, but Jananayagan has been on loop. Talabadi Kacheria has been on constant loop for me since it's been released. I mean, I definitely listen to other songs, but when I'm watching these videos, I just put it on Jananay. So I have 2 tabs on at least. I have more than 2 tabs on usually, but I'm talking about the video, right? I have I have 1 tab for Tarabadi Kacheri, and then I have 1 tab for these videos that I'm rewatching. I'm finally rewatching it again, but yeah. And so what I do is I make sure the audio on this is loud enough, on the toggle for the sound and everything, that it's enough. Oh my god, I'm able to concentrate more when the song is on now. Right now it's not Tarabadi Kacheri, it's Unga Virgina Vere. On the part of loop level I mean, I have Arabic kuttu too, but then what happens, I'll be straight to the topic. Okay, basically, I'll continue. Basically, I only have 2 songs on this so far, Arabic on the phone itself, Arabic kuttu and Jana, I don't have Jana on this. I haven't downloaded anything on this, any music yet. I have Unga Vijay Na Varam. So in directly now, na Unga Vijay Na Varam கேட்கறதுக்கப்புறம் அதுக்கப்புறம் Arabic குத்துக்கு போகுது, right? அதுக்கு பேரு நிப்பாட்டிடுது. The playlist திருப்பி போக மாட்டேங்குது. Back to Unga Vijay Na Varam, because I wanted to, the playlist, I mean, there's no playlist, it's just 2 songs, and they're brainwashing me not to do anything about it. So I'm just putting Unga Vijay Na Varam on loop. It's the first one on, and I love the song, and it's great. What the fuck was I saying? What the fudge? Abhi, குழந்தைகள் பார்க்கறாங்க. and people are sensitive to swearing, which I get because I was sensitive to swearing. I mean, I never minded if a good person did it because I know they never said it in the intention of insulting me, which is just so sweet. And that's the line. Sorry. You guys already know that because I tweeted that. Okay, I have an hour till the next tweet. Till the next posting, tweeting, whatever. Taj Mahal is mine. Yes, the girl on welfare is taking the Taj Mahal. Because I'm gonna take more. Abhi's army dash spiritual warriors are protecting it. It's not just about taking it, it's protecting the dead bodies in there. It's about giving respect to the souls who died there. Who were buried there. Because I don't know what Sharan did. I don't know what Angelina Jolie is doing to my dead bodies. Abhi's army dash spiritual warriors, please say what Angelina Jolie has been or wants to, because I had a vision of her finding all my dead bodies across the world and doing some next mantram with it to take my life source or whatever. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that in regards to that. I saw that a long time ago, years ago. So I don't know if she took my Ponam out of the Egyptian tomb. I don't know what happened. So Abhi's army dash spiritual warriors, please say what happened in regards to that. I don't know if they've dug up my Rudrama Devi's tomb or whatever without anybody knowing. Like, I have a thing in the middle of Hyderabad city paying respects to me or my dead body or whatever. I don't know if my dead body's buried there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they've done to Mumtaz's dead body. I don't know what they've done to all the other burial places of mine that are famous or whatever. They're trying to find every single one. Whoa, okay, I'm just creeped out because that just came out of my mouth and I didn't know that. So I'm creeped out now. I mean, maybe I did, but then I forgot. So, I don't know what happened. I don't know what Charan is doing to those dead bodies in Taj Mahal, or in the other buildings in the grounds of the Taj Mahal. Basically, by the Taj Mahal, I meant the entire gated area of the Taj Mahal. Like, if the entire grounds, the entire property that Taj Mahal is on is what I'm talking about by protecting, because I'm not okay with someone's dead body being disrespected. I'm absolutely not okay with that. There's no reason to rape. There's no reason to dissect. Unless that's... To dissect for black magic is what I'm talking about. Or to steal organs. That's what I'm talking about, dissect. I'm not talking about police investigations, forensic investigations. I'm not talking about that because they would want that. This, they do not want. Not stealing their organs for black magic purposes. And to make sure their soul doesn't reincarnate. Or to make sure their soul goes to hell or whatever. I hate black magic. I'm abolishing it. I'm eliminating it from the magic system. Me and Appa are working on that. But once again, the black magic pisasahal are very annoying in that because they took all the plans from me. I'm never trusting any evil soul again, is the moral of this fucking story, though. Basically, oh my god, I can concentrate. I can actually concentrate so much better. My mind is like, I don't get better wavelength when, like, I am listening to the song. I knew it. I knew I had to listen to Appa's content constantly, and I have to watch Appa. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get at least 30 minutes of Appa watching time as much as possible. Mining Appa's content watching time. So it's like 30 minutes I watch Appa's content, and then I do something, whatever I have to do, housekeeping, shopping. I just want my animal party to come and give me food. Everything will be fine after that. They're so scared. I can't deal with it. I mean, I can do it, but I can't deal with them. Whatever. And, can you please kill everybody that's putting litter on my property? I don't understand why they can't use a garbage bin. And why they feel the need to put it on my stuff. I don't care if they're gonna die, if they think they're gonna put stuff in the recycling or the garbage. And not on my property. I just need to buy a house, you know. If Vijay Deverakonda didn't steal all my money, I would have leased a place in Chennai by now until I got my IDs, and then I would have IDs being my real IDs and identity documents, because I don't think I can buy a place as a Canadian citizen yet there, like if I'm not like an overseas Indian citizen. NRIs can buy, I think, property there. I've checked this a long time ago. In Chennai or in India, I think, I assume, because I wanted to buy an auto there and be an auto driver. I'm not joking. Maybe why not? Because these pisasahal are making sure that I don't. Yeah, I want to be an auto driver. Whatever, I want to do other stuff too. But what's wrong with being an auto driver? Nothing at all. I think it's a cool job. I just can't carry sketchy people into my auto. because I can't see the job opportunities I have. So you have to take whatever job opportunity I do have. That is good. That does not pimp me out. Thank you. That is all I ask for. And apparently, that's difficult for some people. But you know what? I just thought in that, highlighting that, is that if it's difficult for some people, that means it's great for me. It means it makes their life worse. It makes my life so much better. Whatever. Meaning I have to lease a property there. And then once I get my, original documents, my real original documents, identity documents, then what I can do is buy a place in Chennai. And I can chill there, lock it up, just go to Appa and be stubborn as hell to make sure I stay there until I see Appa. I'm gonna create a fucking war to see Appa. Actually, I'm trying to create end wars to see Appa. So, you know what I'm saying? But create a war with the bad people. You know what I'm saying? Okay, basically, let's go back to not being sunniyamed by this. So basically, what you do is I make sure the volume's high enough on this to here. And then I made sure that I put the volume just high enough, but low enough as well. Like, just at the point where I can hear Talabadi Kacheri going on in the background. But I can also, this is also very audible. That's what I do. So you can do that with any Appa's content on YouTube, or if you're listening to anything on Sunnext or Netflix or Z5. I'm not promoting any OTT platform here. That is not what I'm doing. If there are pimps, terrorists, stalkers there, they're that group, please kill them, arrest them, torture them, because I'm not promoting anything here. I'm not going to be pimped out, so I'm just saying if that group is there, they may be. On any OTT platform I talk about. You can watch on Inclusion. I'm saying the same thing for them, pimp, stalker, terrorists, please kill them if they're there. If they're part of that group. And I'm saying a hot star, pimp, stalkers, terrorists there, please kill them, torture them, arrest them if they are. And hot star, konja padangalanga irukku, Disney la irukkan theriyala. The Indian, is there Indian website for Disney? I'm not sure. Prime Video. I'm getting pimp, stalkers, terrorists, and please, I'm going to arrest pannunga, torture pannunga, kollunga, and the group la irunga, because I'm not going to be pimped out, because I'm not promoting OTT platforms here. I am saying where my babies can go to watch my Appa's content to keep them safe until I'm with them. Adu porakati and I'm not going to be pimped out for promoting my Appa, because that's what they're doing to my Appa right now. They're saying basically if I say all this stuff, all these places, all these links or whatever, that they're going to use that to get me pimped out, and that's not okay with my Appa either. And I'm okay with him crying and healing from whatever past pain he has, because that is essential for him to be with me. But at the same time, I'm not okay with anyone piling up trauma onto him like they're doing constantly for the past 5 years. Like, it wasn't enough for him since Charan came into his life. Like, what the F? I'm not okay with that, and that stands. I don't care what anybody else does. I'm not okay with it, and that is that. And people die because I have standards for mine and my Appa's life, and not to accept it. I don't care what they do. I don't care what they try to put into my life. I choose whether I want to accept it or not. And I choose to not accept it and to continue to fight back until they rot in hell. And guess what happens when a good person never gives up? This is a law. You know, there are laws of the universe that stand no matter what. This is one of them. Okay? I'm serious. If you never give up no matter fucking what, they always lose. Abhi's Army - Spiritual Warriors, please say what I'm talking about. Next! Ayo, no, hungry. So basically, you know how I have issues with the hearing on the phone thingy? So when I slammed it, it went whack again, and it went like less than 1 year, and so I had to adjust it again in order for it to increase. Okay, Kalki, my horse. Okay, so you guys know that my horse has incarnated for, I think, maybe even eons. Abhi's Army - Spiritual Warriors, please say the first time that my kudra, Kalki's Vella kudra, Kalki has several kudras. Can't believe I'm calling myself Kalki and you guys believe me, but apparently the Flying Girl video is very damning and you guys believe me. I seriously gotta remember and watch that. Point is though, basically I need you guys to say, please say, when my baby first started reincarnating as a horse, he is Appa's parallel. My horse hasn't once been with me since they started reincarnating as a horse. The horse itself. The person, yes. The horse, no. Can you please get the person? He's crying right now. He's a he. Yes, he's a he. Do you have a problem? Then. Okay. So please get the horse, my horse, who is a guy. He's up as parallel. He's being tortured by the pimp stalkers terrorists now. I don't think he has died. And if he has died, I will kill all of them who has tortured them, and I'm going to kill them anyways because that is what I do for my family, my actual family. Not Pisas is saying they are family. There's a difference. But I mean, Abhidaya versus Wars knows the difference. So I'm fun. And please get him. Please kill anybody and everybody that is torturing him. So what you do is that whenever they are obviously gonna have to come out for food, water, or whatever. Whoever is going in that area, please kill them before they enter. When they leave, please kill them before they leave. That is what we do. Got it? Got it. Good. Kill, arrest, or torture, whichever comes first. Dislocating their arms or legs would be great so that they don't go back and hit him. I'm not okay with my baby being hit. And what happened was that Kalki was alive. I call her Kalki. I call him Kalki. Because I call him that because I love him that much, my little horse, my little baby. Because they have been reincarnating for maybe eons, maybe thousands and thousands of years. I don't know how much, waiting for me to start the new age. They clearly knew. He's saying it's not my fault. I finally have telepathy with him after I started watching the movies. Thank God he can hear me, but I can't hear him. I barely hear him. They try to make me forget about him. It pisses me off when I remember somebody and then they make me forget him. Or her, or anybody else. Generalist, whatever. Doesn't matter. They're all the same to me. Meaning they're all my babies. I don't differentiate between someone because of their identity, because their identity differs from one or me. How does that represent love? Like in general, I'm not talking about romantic, but how does that change anything about how much you care for somebody, right? And if it does, then we have a problem. Something sketchy there if there's an issue with that. And so that baby has been preparing for the new age way longer than I have. I mean, I've been trying to. And what happened is that they have passed away when I went into the lowest vibe plane. And they're going to reincarnate once I'm with Appa. They always reincarnate into the whitest of... Finally drinking Tanglish after like 13-15 hours. Because I had to wash this. You know how many cycles of dishwasher I had to go through? Shit in your own fucking house. I don't get people who are obsessed with defecation. I don't get it. So creepy minds, man, creepy minds. I was gonna say something. They always reincarnate into the whitest of white coats, fur coats. Is that how you call a horse's coat? Fur coat? I'm not sure. Their coat, basically. Because it's not a horse racist thing. Because I have several horses that I have telepathy with, and they range from different species, different genders, maybe genderless, I'm not sure, different heights, different species, different breeds, and the pimp stalkers terrorists have tried to make them think that I love them less because they're not my kalki. Yes, I call my horse my kalki. I do. I really do. It's what I feel. He's bawling his eyes out because he doesn't think he's calling me kalki now. But he's my kalki. And so is Ava, obviously. Oh, he's talking to Ava constantly. So adorable. Daddy. He's her daddy. As are several others. Not in the wrong way, because pimp stalkers terrorists always try to see everything in the wrong way. There's nothing wrong with having multiple parents that love you. And someone who screws that up and looks at in a way of a corrupted mind and a corrupted soul. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just unacceptable and not okay, and it shows their true character, is all I have to say about that concept. And so please get, so that's the species that they're going to reincarnate into. That's the species where their mothers are in, mothers. Because I just said mothers, I think, because I have telepathy with some of them. I think I have telepathy with their mother. I do have telepathy with their mother. The mother that's most likely to give birth to them. All my horses want to give birth to them. Because they were sad when I said that, but that's because there's a pimp or terrorist or stalker or something there trying to manipulate their emotions. They said yes. It's them that's hurting them, not me. My God. For when the ones that can hear me properly, not the ones that think that I am yelling at them and they're saying it's not my fault. I love them. Anyways. See, I haven't had my horses in like years. So this is an issue. I forget to tap into it. Because even when I tap into it, sometimes I can't hear them. So this is very annoying, this telepathic rate concept. If Vijay Devarakonda thinks I'm going to trust him after this, I don't know what's going on in his head. Because this is Abhi here and Abhi doesn't trust anybody. Except for the good ones. I hope this is loud enough. Let me just put this a little bit closer. This is what I think when my music is very loud. And it's very loud. I hope it's... Okay, look what they did so that you guys don't hear it. So you guys can hear the... Someone's so triggered that I'm listening to music. Yo, they got triggered at everything. Anyways. And I'll tell you the reason why. Please get them. My business words. I think they're very abused right now. Please get me all my horses. Have I said this before? All my baby horses. My baby horses. I just made my babies. Adorable. And yeah, because we need them to be safe in order for Kalki to be safe. Yes, I call him my Kalki. He's a baby boy. And he's always knew that his mother was, you know, the final incarnation of God because, well, his intuition is uncanny. Did I use that word properly? I meant to say, like, perfect. Like, it's on point. I hope I was using the word correctly. See, I used to talk like that all the time, but they made me forget it because they're pathetic. I can't deal with them. I just can't. They're trying to put another dead bird or another live bird in front of my, they're trying to get a parrot there, a dead parrot there, to put there, and a bunch of birds. They're trying to fill my porch with dead birds. Not porch, but that little gated area. You have to pass a little gate, a small gate, in order to come in to the door and a little sitting area or whatever. So they're trying to put dead things everywhere. I don't understand why people can't use a garbage can instead of putting shit onto my property. They're so scared it's going to be them when it's supposed to be them since the beginning. Just end your pain already and put the garbage in your own house. I don't get why people are so lazy to not go to the fucking garbage can. If they get mail, I don't understand. If they get anything, food or wrappers or whatever, don't you use the garbage can? Isn't there a garbage can in your house? I'm sorry, but what do? Are you that unclean? On purpose? Like, that just shows how filthy they are when they put their stuff onto my property. And it's really funny because I know I'm everything around the world, and I could take over the world like that. I know. I found out that. I just found that out. And I could easily say everything is mine, and I take it like that. I can't. Am I stopping properly? Okay, that's a snap. Well, I can't hear properly the snap because I'm listening to music. I think. That's proper. I think. And I don't know that because I've seen the video, but I'm taking everything legally. Is what I'm going to do. By taking the Taj Mahal, I'm saying that no pimp, I will not let any pimp, stalker, or terrorist have authority over where my babies were buried. I'm protecting one of the wonders of the world where several tourists come practically every day to see it, and they have to be protected, the good ones, and so do our locals. They're good ones. And I said our locals. My city. And I feel like every city is my city, not in ownership of it, but in protecting it, and my baby's there. Because my babies are trying to protect everybody there, and almost in every city. Every time they've reached in, they've watched the movies, and they know I'm their baby from a past life somehow. Several past lives. Me, Appa, Eva, Mama, Dharma, Abu, Anana. I don't know who else they remember, but I think that Appa tries to make sure that you guys remember all of them. And yeah, Shabir, you guys all definitely remember Shabir. And so I've been watching them for 5 years, but since I'm the lowest vibe platform and there's stupid plans that they steal from me, they're making sure that I don't remember much. But it's enough to keep me alive until I stop sleeping. Apparently the sunniyamed are the things that have stopped me from staying awake, which is very annoying. It started after I watched, whose face is that? Radio Mirchi. She did the interview with Rana in Coimbatore, Radio Mirchi. It was her and Rishi. That one. And I watched some of other Rishi short films. And that was so it was where it was one that was released in 2021 or whatever, I think, where they were friends and then they ended up getting married or whatever. And in that one, it was sunniyamed for me to have for my poison to, like, by regenerate I mean like to multiply in poisonous effect, which is what they ended up doing, which is how I ended up poison severely, for it to basically increase by the millionths, or infinity. They tried to do infinity every single time, and then what they did is that they got more information out of me through that, and they're trying to give me neck pain right now so I don't say things, and then it just got more severe right now. They're really pathetic. Abhi's Army Dash Virtual Warriors, can you please say who that was and who's responsible for that? Oh, they don't want me to say this. Oh, then you shouldn't have sued me in the first place, bitch. I like female dogs. I don't like them. God damn it. Why do they make me say bitch? I don't want to say that word. I don't like saying that word. I don't know why they make me say it. Anyways. Yes. So it's some chick. So isn't it? It's the girl that interviewed Rana a couple of years ago. I mean, I didn't watch much of Rana's stuff in the past 5 years, but then when he was forcing me to watch his stuff, I didn't realize why then, but now I realize it's to sunniyam me, and hence I committed suicide. Remember, because of him. He basically said Appa wanted me to commit suicide and that he wanted me to die and kill myself because I was such a horrible girlfriend. He wasn't my husband in the first place. That's what's so comedic about all of this. See? A good marriage makes your life. That's why I left the place. But you think a bad marriage, I wasn't even married to the guy. I didn't even date the guy. And look what happened to me, thinking that he was a mama. Because I don't know why he sunniyamed me. He brainwashed me to watch his content. And this was near the time when I was going to leave, when I was pregnant with Shabir, right after Shabir passed away in my stomach. Dick. And then what happened was that he basically made me, brainwashed me to fall in love with him and to commit suicide. God knows what reason. And what these sunniyams do is that they sunniyam specific things in these movies, and somehow they've set it up so far in the 1900s or whatever, when I was supposed to be in cinema and start cinema, and they stole the mandiram from us, is what happened, the sunniyams and everything, through an insider, which is how they did all this sketchy stuff in cinema that you guys are finding out recently. That's what happened. And they made sure I'm not in cinema, even though I was the one who created it. And they tried to kick Appa out because he was part of the group that created it. I'm still Talabadi, I'm still Ilya Talabadi, I'm still called Superstar. I'm not trying to insult Rajinikanth here, but I may not be in cinema, but my work is in cinema. Heavily sunniyamed, but it's still there. So honey, you can't have a blockbuster without me in cinema, in any industry, in any language, including books. Bestsellers, most of them are mine. The top bestsellers ever in the past 5 years are mine. Top recipes, mine. So, top shows, mine. You can't have a blockbuster without me. I don't care if this triggers anyone, but that's the truth. I don't get people trying to use my brain. It's very disturbing. Anyways, point is, but she can't be in cinema. She can't do this. She can't do this. Oh, but you can steal my work? I don't do sex scenes though. They just get how to do sex scenes out of me, and romantic scenes and physically intimate scenes that I wouldn't put in because I don't want to make certain people uncomfortable. There can be intimate scenes, emotionally intimate scenes, but I want to make sure whatever is physically intimate there, if there are any, is comfortable for everybody and it's watchable by kids. But even if it's for a mature audience, that it'll be conveyed in a way where, okay, this is what love is, and they feel the most deepest things about, oh my god, the stuff I want to do on screen, most deepest about love, but at the same time to make sure all ages, on all genders and genderless understand it, can relate to it, and are comfortable with it. You get what I'm saying? Because not everybody is comfortable with such an open sex scene, and several people can do without it. I'm not that type of writer. Yeah, so I just do scenes that are comfortable for everybody. And so whatever scenes they have gotten out of me, like, you're like, how did Abhi write this? How is this Abhi's, right? Because that's not something that Abhi would write. You know, like, it's not a personality. Basically what they did is that they got whatever they wanted. So they would say, okay, this situation, what would I do for this? This situation, how do I make sure that this becomes a blockbuster hit? This scene, and blah, 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 blah. They want a specific scene. If it's an openly intimate, way too, whatever, okay? And they would say how to make sure that that scene becomes a hit. That's all. How I would write it in order to become a hit. Not how I would write it in order to become a hit. That's all. Even if they're concepts and things I find disturbing, like incest. Everyone's trying to get me to target Aryan Sarkhan's son, the first one, but I'm not trying to just target him. I'm just saying in general, it's not something that I would have liked to write, but they got the information out of me on how to write this concept of incest and make it a blockbuster. Okay, next topic. Because they're trying to get Shah Khan and Aryan, or whatever his name is, I can't say his name properly, I don't know how to pronounce it properly, to kill me. And I'm not up for that right now. I don't like dying. I'm not a fan of dying. So I'm just, what's the topic? Can you please save Kalki's moms? Yes, that is a topic I wanted to talk about. And the reason why they are white is to remind me what my skin color is supposed to be. That is a must for my skin to be healthy, in order to make sure that Kalki happens. There's a very high, it's not because it's specifically white, it's just because I have to have that skin type to represent the species that I was, because it's a continuation of the genocide of that species. Is part of what and who Kalki is. And I don't remember what happened. That's just coming out of my mouth right now. Yeah. Beautiful line, the song. So yeah. And I'm not in love with any brother of mine, by the way. Just saying. This thing is there because I cried. And whenever I cry for some reason, right now, it creates these spots on my face. Because when I cry, I get my skin back, I guess. But they're trying to do the opposite as usual, and trying to make me have a skin issue when I feel. See, I didn't have this before. I never had this. That happened after. So yeah, I need to eat. I haven't eaten since 1. I've drank this, but I haven't eaten. They're so triggered by me taking the garbage out. But I have to take the garbage out because I can't have them rape my birdie's body again, because I think that's what they did when I, unfortunately, fell asleep. And I can't have that, so I have to dispose of her body. And yes, it's in the garbage because I'm not with you guys, and that's not your fault. And I have to remember that it's not my fault, and I can't give her a proper funeral. And even if I do bury her somewhere here, like, they're disgusting. This is what I'm saying about the dead bodies. They're very filthy and very gross and very immoral, and they don't have any sort of conduct. They don't have any sort of decency. They just have a problem with the dead bodies of good souls. It's quite disgusting. And I just have to make sure they don't get their hands on it, and I don't know what else to do other than put it in the garbage. Because I can't have them disrespecting a dead body like that. And that's final. And that is my decision. I don't care what they do, what they try to do, it's my decision. That will stand, and that will kill them. alone. Apparently, it kills them if I'm firm on having high standards and Tamana. And I think she put that there because, I mean, she's obviously the main thing behind everything, Tamana and her parallels, because, hello, she's her. But because I'm starting to talk more and more about her, and I just said I'm gonna hunt you down, right? In the last diary, and then I see a dead bird, almost dead bird in front of my house, and that's a good one, right? So it's definitely her. But the thing is, what I've learned is that I'm gonna keep doing whatever I think is right to say about her, because the only reason that bird died is because I've been too nice to her for eternities, and I have to put a stop to that, which means I have to be as cruel as I can be to her. I don't rape. She knows that, but she's trying to make everybody think that I rape. Okay. Yeah. Yes, that's why she's always the whitest of white, and it's also to remind me. Okay, the color of good souls, whether they've been in the black race or not before, are all white. I don't know what that's. I don't know why it seems so wrong to be black, because of the color of the soul. Because even if a good person is black, which there's nothing wrong with at all in character, in terms of character, or if Tamil person is dark, or somebody from any race is dark, apparently the bad ones are so triggered by the fact of how disgusting their true soul looks. They always they try to do it again to my head right now because I just said that they're so triggered. So they are very triggered by the fact that their soul doesn't look like us, white and pure and angelic. All the good ones, souls, that's how they look like. And they have an aura. Everyone has a unique aura, which is just beautiful. Is mine and Ava's aura the same? Probably. I want to see how our aura looks like. Sorry, it's just colors, which I love. I want to see them. Yeah. It means I can see. That's the thing. Her middle name is Aurelia. See, at least I know Ava's name. Full name. I think she's going to add more names onto it afterwards. Because she wants to add everyone's names onto it like I did. I think her name is Aurelia because Leah is a beautiful name. I just noticed parts of her name and what it means. So if a good I'm ranting and I wanted to stop this. Okay, what was I saying? It's also to remind me to be, to only be with good souls. And I don't think there's anything bad with a good person, a good soul, being in a darker body or whatever, a color that is of a darker body, because that doesn't change your soul's nature, which is good. It doesn't change anything. The soul is still white, and that has no relation to color. It doesn't make any color of your skin bad if you're good. It doesn't. It really doesn't. So I don't understand what they're trying to parava in regards to that. Oh, please, Abhizamri Dash virtual warriors, kill, arrest, or torture anybody that's planning to put another dead body onto my property or anywhere near me as a threat. Or if anyone tries to block the garbage tomorrow, which they're doing. And the thing is, they're trying to make all the stalkers walk near me or walk around me when I take the garbage out to kidnap me or to block me, because they're just so triggered that I'm saying to kill, arrest, and torture all the friggin' stalkers and pimps that are around me and are stalking me, and they're triggered by that, and so they want to act like, oh, I won't because I'm so cool, I'm God's friend, and no, I'm actually God, and they try to act all elegant like me, whatever, like my actual elegance, which they're just triggered by, which I don't really care about, but apparently they're triggered by it. And to just act like pistol-like, even though I know I'm everything in the world, so I don't know what you're trying to do here. I know in a snap like that I can take everything. I know that. So they're just trying to make me believe that it's not true, because they refuse to accept the reality that is of the world. And if they want to live in delusion willingly, thinking they're all that when they're the most hated souls in the world, be delusional, be delusional, because clearly that's what they want to be. But I don't want to be like that. I am choosing not to be like that. I'm choosing to see the truth, and choosing to be on the path to see truth, and that's what I want in my life. And what else? Yes, it's that, and to also it's a reminder. It's a symbolic of many things of why he chose to have be in that species, and it's also because they're trying to remind. They have a problem with me having a laptop now, so they're trying to trigger me by making me think, trying to see a bug or whatever on the keyboard, like those body lights or whatever. They're triggered by it. That by me not having any of my clothing right now. I hope not, because I just changed my clothing and I didn't see any when I took off my clothing. When I changed my clothing, I didn't see any before. They're trying to put on my body. Whatever. That's their problem, not mine. Oh, they're triggered. They think I'm going to listen to movies or whatever, because that's how it stopped when I listened to enough movies of Appas, and I got a new pair of clothing, and I just kept taking out whatever they put in there, just little ones, and it then stopped completely. They're scared that that's going to happen again. There's something else huge is going to change. Do you think I care? They're so energy draining. I never had any energy issues until I went to Maple Leaf Foods. Is the entire thing a brothel and dungeon now? Like all the branches? I'm not sure. I just know Corny Park is definitely a brothel and a dungeon. And so I think the Abhi's Army Dash Virtual Warriors, please say all the insults they're hurling my way. They're trying to hurl my way because they're just so thing. They act like Jabba and somebody. They're so ugh. It's kind of comedic and it's just sad comedic. I was gonna say something. I don't care who gets triggered, but when I say my scripts, my work in the world is mine. It's mine, and there's surplus proof online. Everyone has met it out. They just blurb because they think they live in the delusion. This is what I'm telling you. They live in the delusion willingly, thinking they're all that, and they just grab everything, and then I find out it was mine. This is mine. This is Appa's. It's not my problem. They have a blabbing and arrogance issue. I don't blab when I'm awake. They do. Proof online. And what else was I gonna say? It's a reason, so please, we need to protect the horses, all the horses from that species in order for Kalki to reincarnate. And yeah, I know there's an issue, the severe issue of using animals for recreation and for me to be able to carry them, but for them to carry me and to ride with me and to run with me, me sitting on their back while they're running. But I wouldn't do it unless my Kalki actually wanted me to, and my Kalki is talking to me, not just the human. I just noticed that. I didn't know that. The one that is, he's crying. But after this, they are basically trying to. They're saying that all they want is for me to be on their back and for them to protect me and to take me everywhere and to make sure that no one ever hurts me. That's what I think this is why I call them my Kalki, because they're so rare to have someone reincarnate for you over and over again, right? But to not know it, one, and for you to be their mother in every single one, and for you to always have a child and not know that child is there for you, not out of duty but out of love and to protect you, and all they want is to protect you when you protect the rest of their world because you're their mom. So I call them my Kalki, and I wouldn't call them my Kalki if I wanted to abuse them, right? And he's saying that it would never be abuse because you're my mom, and I know you wouldn't do that to me. And the pimp stalkers and terrorists are blocking my telepathy out. That's pissing me off. But they're trying to block my anger, and like the anger is there, right? But you just don't feel it, and they're trying to live through that, which is irritating. And then so it's to protect me. And the thing is, you have to ask the animals permission. I mean, humans are animals too. You have to ask the individual's permission, is what I'm saying. And he completely agrees with that, my little baby. He's gonna try to carry me right when I'm born, right when he's born. See what I'm saying? I don't get the difference between me and him. I just know he's like, yes, I am, and he's trying to convince me to, and somehow I have to try to. He's sad already. I have to try to convince him. Maybe I'll let him carry one of my parents. I mean, obviously it's his. I'm gonna have a huge discussion with him, but a discussion that'll make him happy, and to only carry me when he's strong enough. He's already crying because that's what he's ever wanted to do since he started reincarnating as my horse, which I get because it's been his last wish. It was his last wish in every lifetime to find his Amma and to protect her or him. If I was a guy, then he would call me daddy in his head, or Amma, or whatever it was. He knew if I was genderless or whatever I was. He knew. Yeah. I just want to be with you. That's the gist of what he just said. And Birdie. So they're trying to make me forget Birdie because I can't deal with death. I have a horrible time processing death because I've witnessed they've done that for some reason because I'm Shivan's daughter. Okay, he is the god of destruction, but he also protects the protector, which is me. Okay, so he's several things. Not them, Shivan, Appa, Joseph, Vijay. And so the thing is with me is that I see all the cycles and I try to make sure I'm still horrible with death that I don't get that they've died, and to me I just focus automatically onto their soul, and I still haven't processed the fact that Birdie died. They tried to make it so much worse for me when I fell asleep. And so they did that, and they made sure that it was just horrible for me, made it worse for me, and tried to make me forget Birdie. This is what they do if you have memory loss. They just take advantage of you, and they make it even worse. Which I'm gonna kill them for, because I have to stand up for myself, and clearly they don't listen unless someone's murdered. And even when they've been murdered, they keep doing the same crap. Sorry, no bull. I like bulls. I don't like them. They keep doing the same crap. So I don't know when they're gonna listen. I think they're only gonna listen when they go to hell. The only reason I put them in hell is because that's the only way they listen, or else they do not listen to you, and they try to ruin your life constantly. And they never listen, and that's their fault. They should be listening. And yeah, okay, it's 4:50. I have to post at 4:55. And there's that, and Birdie. And so I wanted to say this. I stopped saying intuition as much when I saw her dead body there. Not dead body, almost alive body. She was breathing, so I was checking if she was breathing at first, if she was alive or what, any signs. I was checking for blood or any signs of tearage. Because Vijay Devarakonda has a rape problem. So does Jay Balan. They're all crazy. I can't do anything about it. It's not my problem. It's theirs. But they not touch my babies because of their mental health issues. That is my issue here. Because no good person with mental health issues ever sexually assault somebody. And so they were breathing. And if I wasn't saying intuition properly, because honestly I was saying intuition, trying my best to say intuition the entire time, but it's not every day that you see a dead bird, almost dead bird, onto your porch, because they've tried to do it often to me. I mean, they do it every day when I sleep, but not when I'm awake. It was a shock to me. Their eyes already turned milky by then. That's why you didn't see their eyes. So their eyes were gray or whatever. That's the term for that is milky, I think. Because I just looked it up. This is why I want to be a vet, because I want to learn all there is about animals before I see or encounter an injured animal or an animal with health issues, which was the issue right when I got baby. She had back problems. She was grinding her teeth. And I'm freaking out at the tiniest of health problems here, because I don't know what is underlying that, right? Because I've had some issues, and apparently I ended up not having a heart. That's what I found out 22, 23 years later. So I want to get to the bottom of any health issue ASAP, because if I did, then I would have known. Like, if I had studied this thing about birds, then I would have taken baby. I called her baby. This is how much Birdie reminds me of baby. I call her Birdie now because my kids called her Birdie. her. And they tried to kill my kids because they're very annoying. They don't listen until you put them in hell. They do not listen. This is my issue here. I'm only doing this out of necessity and not because I enjoy. I mean, I enjoy torturing them, obviously, but also because it's out of pure necessity that they need to be in hell and they will not listen. They never listen, unless you show who's boss. Because they can't just come in and pounce into your life and start ruining it. What the hell? And so I didn't say intuition, and had I said intuition properly, I think because I was contemplating on taking Birdie back inside. Okay, I was contemplating it right away, but I wasn't saying intuition. So what they did was that they quite literally possessed me in order to put the garbage out first, which I did. But I was trying to walk. I was looking back to see if anybody was going there to kill baby, because they were trying to kill baby before I went back and took her in, because they thought I wouldn't take her in because they were possessing me not to, but I was going to take her in anyways. So what David Akonda or anybody else with the powers did was they basically killed her using powers. He does that. I hate him. And anybody else with those type of powers, because that powers, if they do, I don't know if they do, has only been given to them in the past 5 years after January 2020. They manipulated Appa's powers, my knowledge, my skills in order to do that. Because we did this to save the world, but once insiders got in, look what's happened, right? So and I think I wanted to say this. I think she was breathing in her final moments because I was saying intuition the entire time, and that's what kept her alive in the first place. Because it's not just me saying intuition, but the course of events change when I concentrate, when I meditate, right? Because when I meditate, I'm possessed much less, which means the likelihood of me sleeping is less, because the only thing that ever makes me tired or sleepy is when I'm not meditating. Or that makes sure that I'm tired or whatever is when I'm not meditating, and making sure that I'm focusing on it, because when I'm meditating, I'm not getting possessed to feel tired, to feel sleepy, or to sleep in general at all, right? And I think she went because several reasons, but one of them was, I think, is because I stopped meditating, which means I was gonna die. That was already going into play when I stopped meditating, the way I was before I saw her. 4:55. I gotta finish this, or else you guys are gonna worry. I know you guys worry a lot. I don't blame you for it. This is long. 52 minutes, man. Okay. And innetta jolliirna. What is this? I don't know. They want me to think these are bugs. They want me to be traumatized by this. Little things I found outside for some reason. They don't have to clean my Porsche. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I'm substituting. My bloody hell. Why isn't it registering on the camera, these things? They're so triggered. It's not a bug. It's one of those leafy thingies. I don't know what they're called. I'll be zombie dash spiritual warriors. Can you say what it's called? I don't know why it's outside. I have to clean the entire thing and put the garbage onto condo 64 and condo 61 side instead. Because, they put it onto my side. And then when I put it onto their side, hello, take your garbage out. I'm indirectly telling them to take your garbage out, and they clearly understand that, but they keep putting their garbage onto my stuff. I'm going to have a problem. It's not okay. And they're going to die. That's a natural course of things. I'm dying. They think they're going to die if I post. They're going to die anyway. I can't do this anymore. I can't deal with them anymore. I need to go to the highest vibe platform immediately. Oh, and Kalki's white to remind me that we have to create heaven, because we haven't created heaven yet. And also that all good souls automatically should be in heaven and go to heaven. That's going to be the fourth highest vibe platform. That would be the highest of the high. Beautiful, eh? Okay, anyways, bloody hell was I saying? I was saying that Birdie was being, that's how she died, because it all, like, that one thing, me not being able to meditate, set my death in motion, right? And she only died because that was in motion already. And had I said intuition, right? If I kept saying intuition, it means I wasn't gonna die. And it meant I was gonna take her inside. I'm saying her, them inside. And Jananayagan, Talabadi Kacheri was going on loop anyways inside. It's always going on loop. And so they would have heard it and they may have been alive. Because I was going to be alive. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think their last thought was that they were happy that I was with them the last moments, but it was a fact that they didn't get to live with me. And I think baby knew that. Little baby. Munchkin is always trying to figure out what I'm thinking. I don't know if she was one of the ones I had telepathy with, but it really felt like she could hear my thoughts when we were together, and now I don't know how. The woman's a genius. The baby, mini girl, who's going to be a female full rabbit. Oh my god, what am I going to do when she's grown up? She's always, her name was Baby. Whatever, I'll still call her Baby. She'll always be my baby. She's bawling her eyes out because she wants to be on my shoulder again. I don't get people like that, who kill because a mother and a baby and a child want to be together, a parent and a child want to be together. I think it's really screwed up. Their hell, not mine. Anyways, what's the thing? I gotta go. Something's going on with my head. And then also because, very important, I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say. And Birdie, so they may have been alive, may not have been alive, but the thing is, what I noticed with both Baby and Birdie. Baby, nothing happened. Yes, I have healing powers, like in a year or so, or maybe before that. What happens is that with my touch, I can keep somebody alive. Yeah, a good soul. I'll have the powers to keep somebody alive. My presence has the power to keep a good soul alive, right? That's my powers. That's my healing powers. Yes, I have healing powers, and I think what the thing is sometimes with that play, because Appa's always trying to make sure I have it right. That I have my powers now. That is what we both try to do for both of us. Because I'm not okay with my Appa not being able to fly yet. If I'm able to fly, hello, why I'm up with Appa not able to fly? Why am I not able to run like Annaya did? All the way across the ocean. I know he did that, my genius. So they're trying to cut his legs off. I don't know if the legs has been cut off. Yo, you're going to hell if you did that. That is, he's gonna get his legs back, but you're not getting out of hell. I know how to do not realize I know everything there is to know about medicine, and I can regenerate someone's body medically like that, and I can make a cure for anything, out of anything like that, because I have that knowledge. But you end up in hell. I have to post. They're gonna end up in hell if I post. What can I do with these delusional people? I'm sorry, they overreact for everything. They overreact if I move, they overreact for everything. Whatever. And so what I noticed, I'll finish off with this, hopefully I will, is that Baby died. Baby's got a stroke. Her legs started moving the way they did. Her body started moving violently only after I took her out of my lap. Okay? And when I was still holding her and put her back on the bed, I held her. I was just like, pretend it's her body. I just held her like that softly. I don't know whether it's Appa's power. Appa was trying to give me my powers, or whether it was the emotional thing. I think it was a bit of both. She stopped moving violently. It's when I took my hand off that it started happening worse. So the reason why this is a problem, and that's the same thing that happened with Birdie. I felt like my presence, both emotionally and some form of Appa's magical powers, putting powers into me somehow, was keeping, because he's trying to make the future work now. Do you get what I'm saying? My future powers. Because that said, I definitely have those powers in the future. He tries to use that to make sure that I am able to do that now, that at least some bit. And so making sure that I am able to, my presence, because she was about to die and then she saw me or heard me come out and felt my presence, and maybe that kept her alive. And the fact that she knew someone loved her and was going to take her in. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's what I was going to do. And then I left, and her soul left her body shortly after. And then the weird thing is, not a weird thing, but I think Appa, like the second I left, a couple of yards away, I started feeling it already. That she knows that you loved her, right? She knows that you take care of her, and that's what's important to her. And I thought she was gonna die, so I was trying to quickly finish what I was doing and go back. But she's already died. Like, that's why I was hearing that, because Appa was telling me that. She was saying that. Birdie was telling me that. My friends who knew that the bird was going to die, like those who had telepathy with my babies, who had I had telepathy with the bird, who knew, were telling me that she knew. And they never lied to me. They always said the truth. And like the ones who know everything, right? There's no even, I mean, if they lie to me, it's for white lies, like saying, oh, I didn't eat or something, because you'd be hurt if I told you I didn't eat. I mean, basically, if they lied to saying I ate, like those type of lies to make sure you're not hurt or in any pain or whatever. Like, those are the only types of lies they would say. But even the ones that know everything now don't lie at all, because they know how important the truth is. And so they were saying, and I was like, okay, I'm always going to take in a baby. Whoever, no matter what illness they have, whatever animal they are, if they're about to die, okay, whatever, I don't care, they're mine, I'm gonna take them in, is what I was thinking. Going to the garbage can and back, and that was less than 2 minutes. That was a bit more than a minute maybe, and that's it. But I felt all of that then, because I think in the background I knew she went away, passed away, and then I go back and then I start yelling at the top of my lungs in front of my door, and no bitch came out, no pimp came out, because I'm telling you, no one who kills a bird or a baby or rapes someone is someone that's brave. They're just utter cowards. This is why they're afraid of everything. They're trying to stop you from doing everything because they're such cowards, and they're afraid, and they can't deal with the pain that comes with their consequences. I mean, their actions. They can't deal with the consequences whatsoever, no matter how small, because they're that afraid of pain. Any sort of pain, whether it's to their ego or to their body or emotionally. They have emotions. I'm sorry, they do. Since when? Okay, anyways, there's that. I'm gonna go. Just have to post, and I think you guys are freaking out, and this is a bit more than an hour, and I need to say intuition, and hopefully I'm saying intuition. The songs are keeping me calm, but I also have to make sure I'm saying intuition to keep everybody else alive now. So I don't want more birds to die. I'm gonna go. I think this is enough what I've said. I'm trying to think if I've left anything out about Birdie, because I wanted to say something, but Abhi's Army - Spiritual Warriors. If I've left anything out, please say so. I think I did. Oh, please go inside of the Taj Mahal too, where all the dead bodies of my babies are buried, to make sure guard any bodies that haven't been taken out yet, and to preserve wherever, make sure it's not defecated on or anything where they were previously buried. Any disrespect of any sort. But I think that you guys want to do that too, because they're your babies too. I mean, not forcing you to think so, but I think just like that. It was only the good ones that were there. It was only everyone he remembered, which was quite a lot and quite creepy. Bad people shouldn't remember. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Nandri Manakam, 505, oh my god. Thank you.